Hello there, Superboy fans. I'm Tom Gallagher. I'm here with Chris Jacobsen, and we are doing another Superboy episode commentary. This is one of my favourite episodes of all times. Definitely one of my favourite from season 4. It's Hell Breaks Loose. And yeah, we're going to try and keep the intro relatively short
Yep.
and just get into it. But
hey guys, we're gonna do Hell Breaks Loose today, guys. Like Tom said, it's one of his favorites. So without further ado, I think we should get started. Don't you, Tom?
absolutely. Everybody get your copy of the episode, whether it's on DVD or the iTunes version or on Tubi. Get it zeroed out and get ready to hit play in 3, 2, 1, play.
Oh, gotta love those opening credits.
Yeah, I was surprised on our last commentary when you told me that shot of the ship flying wasn't actually from this show. It's from something else.
Yes, it was from Super Force, which I also own on DVD.
Yeah, it's funny. I just assumed that they'd made it especially for Superboy, but obviously not. It was a low budget show after all. It would have been surprising if they'd made a brand new special effects shot just for the intro. It's kind of funny that the only time we actually see Baby Kal-El's ship in this show is in the very last episode.
Yeah. That's a new name for the show, James Ponte. I'm not familiar with him as a writer for the show.
Yeah, I can't say it really rings a bell for me, but I'll have to look up on IMDb at the end of this, see if he wrote any other episodes.
Got a very creepy atmosphere at the beginning of the episode here.
Yeah, definitely. Superboy always did very well at setting stuff up early, like between the music and just having the very quick scene with the construction guy at the start. They did very well at setting up the tone of not only just the tone of the episode, but the story itself. A nice way to use a computer just there.
Yep. The episode has a very, ghost movie feel, like the movie Ghost with Patrick Swayze in certain spots.
But I have just looked it up, by the way. James Ponte, he only wrote this episode.
Really?
Yeah. It's a bloody good one. So I imagine if there had been a season 5, they would have asked him back.
Yeah.
I love that Jackson just shrugs that off. Yeah, I mean, a gust of wind from inside the room. Probably not actually, a possibility.
Yeah, but remember, Jackson is paid to be a skeptic, so
yeah,
it's kind of second nature for him.
Yeah, definitely. And I like stuff like this. It sort of gives a bit of a history of the building,
Yep.
puts it in a bit more context. Also explains why the Bureau building looks so distinctly 1930s, sort of Art Deco inspired.
Yeah. And what you were saying, when we did um, Into the Mystery, the lighting, especially on these scenes here,
Mm.
the I think you said sepia tone. It's not quite sepia tone, but it does give it a more black and white feel without being black and white.
Yeah, which is just fantastic. I like it when they do the color grading like that. Like you can still see some blue in Stacey's eyes just there, and obviously her lipstick still pops quite red,
Yeah.
and obviously her hair does as well. Because yeah, it's a good bit of use of color grading on the footage. There's another show I like. It's a British sitcom called Goodnight Sweetheart, and they have many scenes set during World War II, and they've got basically the same sepia tone on it. Like it's not quite sepia, but it's very obviously graded to this
Yep.
exact look, basically. But it's always nice to see rather than just a straight up sepia tone. It's
Now, of
funny at the
course,
beginning
Clark
of
is being
season.
a skeptic.
Yeah, Clark is being a skeptic, which is strange because he's seen a lot of weird things over the years. But it is funny as well looking at how good an investigator Lana's becoming, because let's face it, the first episode of season 3, it seems a bit contrived that she's there at all, but she very
Yeah.
quickly sort of settles into that role, and you see exactly why she's there, and she's very good at her job. And it is cool that she's, even though she could stand to be a little bit more skeptical at times, she is good at her job, and yeah, she deserves a pay rise.
Yeah. On this scene, I love.
Yeah. The only
I
thing that outweighs Jackson's skepticism is his, attempt to save
cheapness.
money wherever he can.
Yeah.
I have to wonder as well with these psychics. I'm skipping ahead a tiny bit, but they claim that they've tracked the ghost and that they've managed to set the ghost free. They won't be bothered again. I wonder if that is the writer's commentary on the fact that psychics are notoriously crooks.
Yeah.
But I've yet to be convinced by any.
Well, if you recall, only the guy has any psychic ability. She's just a paranormal investigator.
Hmm. But at the end of it, though, they do say you won't be bothered again. All of that, almost like they've exorcised him from, like her from the building or whatever. But yeah, I do love these flashback scenes. But then I've always been a fan of sort of this era in terms of style, and I think they do a good job of, mimicking not just the way that the camera moves necessarily as well, and the lighting and the colors, but everything down to the wardrobe, and I just think it's great.
Yeah. And as much as I love the season 1 episode Hollywood, which is set pretty much in the same time period,
Mm,
it could have stood to have this lighting effect done on it.
yeah. I mean, season 1 towards the end, their lighting was improving. They were building atmosphere a lot better, but it hadn't
Yep.
quite reached that point yet. Even season 2 got better as it went on in terms of lighting. Like the most atmospheric scene I can really think of from season 2 is probably when Bizarro's created, and you've got the lightning and very strong, colourful lighting. But
Yep.
it's stylish in a completely different way. I'm sure people are going to tell me in the comments like this is a visually striking episode from season 2 as well, but yeah, season 3 is when it really started to get good with the lighting and all of that. Yep. It is a pretty common trope as well, isn't it, with ghost stories that there's a skeleton in the wall and that's what's
Yeah.
haunting. But it's always it's a fun trope to see pop back so many times. I always
Yeah,
enjoy it.
it is a cliched trope, no question about it, but it's how you handle it that makes it, new and fresh and
Mm.
great. And they
And this
they
is
did it.
probably the only time a skeleton in a wall has been discovered by Superman punching through it.
Yeah.
God, I mean, George Reeves burst through enough walls. I wonder if he ever found one. It is episodes like this, though, that just make me think. I wish Superboy had extended to 42 minutes instead of 22.
Yeah.
Just purely because episodes like this, I would have loved to have seen what they would have done if they had a bit more time, could have let it breathe a little bit more. I mean,
Yeah.
it's pretty tight, it's pretty concise, like it gets to the point and all of that, it works. I don't know, I'd like to see more.
Yeah, I mean, this episode would have been so great if we could have gotten a little bit more of a, you know, I guess characterization on this character
Johnny,
that Gerard is playing.
yeah, Johnny Carino,
Yeah. Yeah.
even a little bit more just on the backstory of like, the mob boss guy that's running the ballroom, like his boss here.
Yeah.
I mean, it works. It's fine. You don't need that much more of it, but a little bit more. Just it would have been nice. But they accomplished an awful lot in the time that they had. So let's face it. If the worst complaint you can make about an episode is that you wish it was longer, that's a pretty damn good complaint to have.
Yeah. And I think this is one of the few episodes that Matt doesn't appear even for a second.
That's true. I never even noticed that he's not in it. He's obviously off on assignment somewhere.
Yeah. Then again, it's also taking place mostly at night, so
Mm,
he could have gone home for the evening.
that's true. See, I keep wondering about the drummer. He keeps getting close-ups. I don't know who he is. I wonder if he was, you know, more important, maybe to the crew making the episode or something. Like
Mm,
maybe he actually worked on the music of the show or something
it's a
with Kevin
possibility.
Kiner.
Yeah. That sequence just now, of him shooting right when the drumming got so loud, it reminds me of an
Mm.
episode. You're gonna laugh when I say this, of Danger Man with
I
Patrick
never saw
McGowan.
Danger Man.
Yeah, great spy film show. There was an episode where there's a guy who kills a guy, but he has music playing and he waits till it gets to the loudest crescendo to
Mm.
shoot, so nobody will hear it.
Yeah, it's always good. It's like in Shawshank Redemption when Andy waits for the lightning, the
Yep.
sound of the thunder, so that he can bash the pipe. But right here, this is one of the funniest things ever. Like Lana just there called him Ernie, but in the season 3 finale, Road to Hell, they call him Eddie. And
Yeah.
it's this episode and that episode that proves to me that they, for some bizarre reason, not only did they recast the role between seasons, but they changed his name.
Yeah.
Almost as if, like, yeah, it's almost as if it's a different character, but it's like it would be a bit funny if the Bureau exclusively has its newspaper stand run by blind men.
Yeah.
It always makes me laugh. I wonder if it's just that the writer of this episode maybe didn't know that it was supposed to be Eddie, but then Lana calls him Ernie twice. So yeah, it's just one of those weird things that when I noticed it, I couldn't quite believe it.
Yeah. But then again, you got to remember season 3 was season 4 was very rushed because they wanted to
Yeah.
make sure that they got enough episodes.
Well, as Mike Carlin said to us, that they actually shot them back to back. Like they literally just went through and did it all in one go. Which is why, despite the fact that season 4 is the season with the royal blue Superboy suit, he does actually have it for the last few episodes of season 3 as well. And let's face it, most TV shows wouldn't change the costume for the last 3 or 4 episodes of a season. They just wait until the next one.
Yeah.
Which actually makes me wonder if maybe some episodes were reshuffled or something.
That's a possibility. It's definitely a possibility.
Yeah. It is always funny to me when we see the episode Kryptonite Kid, how the imposter Superboy has the season 2 through 3 suit instead of the season 4 suit. It's like the first giveaway. But yeah. But yeah, the psychic just left and says, yeah, you'll have no more problems, and immediately problems start again.
Well, you know, Tom, that's a typical trope in any TV show or movie. Anytime somebody says, "Oh, there's going to be no more problems," expect problems.
Yep. See, even that is just a really nice effect. I hope those documents aren't too important. It's just funny. A government agency and all those documents are going flying through a portal in the wall. It's just like...
Yeah.
But I love this sequence, like the way he catches like that desk and he's just smashing chairs and now the bookcase or bookshelf thing. Yep, this is my favourite bit of wire work from the episode. I just love the way he gets pulled towards it at first, and then as he's flying, it really does look like he's struggling against something where obviously in reality they're just moving him very slowly on the wires.
Yep.
But it looks good. It's fantastic. It's probably one of the simplest bit of wire work that they ever did for the show, and yeah, to me it's one that I've always just remembered. I think it's just really good.
It's just as good as that one long tracking shot from Carnival.
Carnival. Yeah, that shot in Carnival was just fantastic. Apparently, it was their single most expensive flying shot of the show as well. And I can believe it because it is just that good. Very nice ending, that. Very sweet. So there it is. Hell Breaks Loose, Season 4, Episode 9. And we seem to have lost Chris. I'm guessing his internet has just gone out or something, but obviously it did happen right in the last minute of the episode. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed this episode of Superboy The Legacy. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, leave us a comment. What did you think of this episode? Is it one of your favorites too? And if there are any episodes that you would like to see us do a commentary on in the future, drop us a comment, let us know, and we'll oblige. Yeah, thanks very much, guys. Take care.